Good morning, guys. So today is Christmas morning. If you celebrate Christmas, I don't really celebrate Christmas, but it is Christmas morning. And I have decided, oh yeah, can you see my makeup? Can you see my makeup? I mean, like, this morning I really put this stuff on. This stuff looks good. Tell me down in the description box if you think my makeup looks good. I can't even get it out. I think I did an awesome job on my makeup this morning. I took my time, and yeah. So tell me what you think. So anyway, I know a lot of things probably aren't really open, but I'm going to ride down to my mom's house because my children are still asleep. Which I figured they would be because we do kind of treat today like a normal day. You know, it's not really, like I said, we don't really celebrate Christmas, but we do acknowledge the holiday season. So what I'm doing right now is I am headed to see if maybe Starbucks is open. I figure my local coffee shop is not going to be open, but maybe Starbucks. So I'll treat myself to a holiday coffee this morning if they're open. If not, I may just have to make me a coffee at the house. I don't really want to because I wanted to get me one and kind of travel down the road with it. So we'll see. I have not decided today whether or not I'm going to cook. Yeah. My mom and my brother kind of wanted, from my understanding, I think they're expecting me to cook dinner at my house. Guys, I am so not in the mood. Excuse me. I am so not in the mood. So we'll see once I go down here. Oh goodness. I'm hoping too that I'm not coming down with something because I noticed this morning I've been coughing a lot. But once I get down here to my mom's, I'll see what her plans are. If she's going to come back with me to my house, then I guess we will cook. Oh, let me make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. So, yeah. That's kind of what the plan is. So right now we're just kind of riding to see if Starbucks is open, and we'll grab us a holiday drink if they are. Keep your fingers crossed for me. And I know for people that have to work on Christmas, I'm sorry for that. I've had to do it for many years in the hospital. So I understand that people want to be off, but I do want me some holiday coffee. But anyway, so that's what we're doing now. So we will, and then once I get my coffee, I'm going to come back on here because I want to tell you guys what I woke up to find out this morning. 2 things that kind of sucked. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Acknowledge my wisdom and understand that Santa Claus is a black man. Hold up.
So I did get my Starbucks. Starbucks was open. I was able to get it. So I'm excited about that. I got the caramel brulee latte. So yes, I'm pretty happy right now. And I did get a venti. So anywho, I'm almost at my mom's house. Nothing's really open. Starbucks was, and there were quite a few people that were thinking like myself, and so they did have a little bit of a crowd, not too much, but not like a typical day, but still more than what I expected for today. So anyway, let me run by this store over. Well, let me do this first. So I said that I was going to update you guys on what happened. So let me tell you what happened. So this morning I get up and I check my card, like my transaction history. And I do that because a lot of times this is what I do, and this is probably a good habit for people that have ever experienced this type of thing before, so it's probably a good practice to do anyway. But usually after I go to a restaurant and have to present my card, and the waitress or waiter takes my card, and go and do what they do, I usually always watch my card a little bit after that. And it's not trying to be funny or anything, thinking that you can't trust people or anything like that. But it's just for the sake of when things happen, that's usually the scenario. That someone has had access to your card and they're able to write down your information. And so it makes it easier for them to, make transactions over the telephone or via computer, that type of thing. So, lo and behold, I checked my account this morning because I was going to go take cash out to give to my children for their Christmas gift. And so I just like to look at my money before I do things like that. And so when I looked at my account, and I'm sorry, I'm sitting here now at the bank. So when I looked at my account, I had a $321 and some change transaction that had occurred on my account, and it posted to my account. I'm not sure when it occurred, but it showed up like it occurred on yesterday, Christmas Eve. And I kept thinking and thinking. And I went through, my head, because I looked at it early this morning because I had gotten up early and was just thinking about things I had to do. And so I went on and just looked at my account. And so when I looked, I was like, well, maybe I'm half asleep. Let me think really carefully. Did I spend that kind of money yesterday? And I kept thinking, like, Kima, you didn't spend that much money yesterday, because all you did, I took my son to get a battery for his car, and then I think I went to Bath and Body Works. And that was the only transactions I made on yesterday. And I kept racking my brain to be certain, and I'm positive that those are the only 2 transactions I made. And so then I looked a little closer, and I'm like, it didn't even show that it was a debit, because if I'm going to use my card, unless I'm paying a bill, it's going to be a debit. And so I was like, it didn't show debit. And so I looked, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I didn't pay a bill yesterday. And so I'm like, the little bit of information that's on like your transaction history off of your mobile app, it just shows, it gave me like the city, state, and I guess it was some type of company ahead of it. But it was like San Francisco, California, or somewhere like that. And I'm like, okay, I know I did not make a purchase like on the internet. So there, and I know like hell I didn't make a $300 purchase on the internet to some strange company. So I'm like, somebody has stolen my freaking card and has made a transaction. And it was like $321 and some change. And so I'm like really annoyed by that, because what I was planning on doing, I'm not going to do now, because I don't like to keep messing with my money, especially not when it's something like that that's come off of my account. And so I'm just kind of really annoyed about that, because it's like, not that I was planning on spending a lot of money over the holiday, but it's just the point that what if I wouldn't have caught that, or what if I wouldn't have caught it anytime soon? And I say what if I wouldn't have caught it, not because I think I'm rich or anything like that, but just because my paycheck goes into my account. My paycheck goes into my account Friday, and so it's very well possible that could have been something, that could be something that could have slipped through, and so yeah, that really bothered me. So yeah, so just guys, pay close attention to your account, especially if you make purchases online, because I have made purchases online, and so I'm not sure if that is what happened, or you know, if like some place that I've charged that I you know, bought, you know, purchased some things from, if someone there charged some more items on my account. I'm just not sure what it was. So you know, it just kind of bothers me. And this isn't the first time that this has happened to me, but it's just, you know, like, wow, right around Christmas this happens, and then on top of that, right before my paycheck is deposited to my account. So it was like perfect timing for whoever did it, because what if I wouldn't have caught it? Or what if I did catch it but just caught it really late or whatever? So anyway, that's what I just wanted to kind of mention to you guys, because that kind of, yeah, that bothered me. But anyway, let me get off of here. I'm just finishing up at the bank, so I'm going to get ready to run to my mom's house, and I'll pick up the camera again in a few minutes. But I just wanted to tell you guys that, because it is the holiday season, and so if you don't go through and check your transaction history, go through and check it just to make sure, because this was something that happened to me that really surprised me. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, see you guys in a minute. Bye. Hi guys, so I just left my mom's house and I am headed back home. Did I tell you guys that I had got my coffee from Starbucks? I think I did, but I don't know if I mentioned the flavor. I had gotten the venti caramel brulee. Yeah, so that's the coffee that I get. I get it decaf with 1 shot of espresso, not the 2 shots. And what else? And I like my coffee really sweet. I mean, I know that's not a good thing, but my coffee from Starbucks has to be like really sweet. And so I got it with 6 pumps of the brulee sweetener. So that is the coffee that I purchased, and just wanted to let you guys know how I order mine at Starbucks. So I did run into one of my cousins when goodness, go ahead, honey. So I ran into one of my cousins, and he mentioned to me, and I've not seen him in years. Ooh, got an itch. Oh, I've not seen him in years, guys, and this is like one of my cousins. I just love him so much. And we, life, when you're living your life, sometimes you lose touch for a while. And so that's pretty much what happened with us. And he told me that he had written a book. So I thought I'd let you guys know that it looks like it's really good. So I'm getting ready to order it. It's on Amazon. And it's called Removing the Mask: The Ugly Truth About Pretty Girls. I know, that sounds really interesting. So his name is Darryl Frost, and he has a website, darrylfrostbooks.com. But the name of the book I'll put down in the description box. But be sure to check out his book if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, because I know it sounded really good. Like, he was talking to me about the book and kind of where he came up with the idea from, and it sounds really, really, really interesting, guys. So I think this will be something that may interest some of you ladies out there. So yeah, if you like, I'll put it down in the description box so that you can go check out his book. So anyway, like I said, I'm headed back home. It doesn't look like we're gonna do a family Sorry, I'm looking at my text message. So it doesn't look like we're going to do a family dinner today. So I'm just going to go back home and I'm going to see if the grocery store is open, because I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy anything yesterday to cook. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been trying to stay clear of the grocery store as far as stocking up on groceries, because it's just me and my daughter at home for the most part, and we've been wasting food with me going to the grocery store and shopping like I still had everybody at home. So I've kind of banned myself from the grocery store. And so right now we have, you know, just some basic stuff in the house, but I don't really have like meats and things stocked up. And so And so I'm going to first see if anything that appeals to me is open, like a some type of restaurant I can order some food from. If not, which is looking like that's not going to be the case, because so far it looks like nothing's open but like gas stations. So if nothing's open, then I'm just going to go ahead and go to the grocery store, and I'm thinking something simple like some loaded baked potatoes or something like that. I did see a recipe somewhere. I'd have to look it up again, but it was like a seafood loaded baked potato. That sounds really good. So I may try that today. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll go to the store and we'll try to figure out something for us to eat. And then I think that it's just going to be a, as people say, Netflix and chill, but I guess mine will be a Spectrum and chill, because I'll probably be watching cable and not Netflix. But I guess that's what we'll do the remainder of the day, because that was the other thing I didn't get to mention to you. I told you that my husband works, he travels for work. So we were kind of wondering, we weren't sure whether or not he was going to be able to come home for Christmas, and he actually is not able to come home for Christmas. They're going to work today, and then he'll come home next week, and he'll stay home for a couple of weeks then. So we were both really disappointed about that, and that kind of, you know, did put a little damper into our holiday. But you know, we kind of knew it might be the case, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm on call. I told you guys that I'm on call for work anyway this week, so I don't have to go in. I just have to triage phone calls. So I have our phone, work phone anyway. So, and that's what I meant to tell you guys too. So I went on call on Monday, because I typically would go on call on Friday to Friday. I started my call this week on Monday because I worked for my my boss. I did her call. Oh, I hope it's nothing in my head, because something is this ain't working, guys. But anyway, I did call for her weekend before last, because she had some type of holiday party or something she wanted to attend. So she asked me if I would switch with her, and I said yeah. So I did the weekend for her, so I only have to do Monday through Friday morning for me this week, and then I get off at 12 on Friday, because we only work half a day when we take call. So on the day that we give up call, we only work half a day. So I started my call, like I said, on Monday up until today. I probably gotten about 8 calls. Like, they were, you know, it was a couple of them though were just stuff that, you know, wasn't anything with a triage. It was just telephone calls coming into the center. But since we were closed, they came to me. So but yeah, I did have a couple of calls, a couple of people that went to the hospital, and they were just calling to notify us that they were in the hospital. And then a couple of people that just had little things, like one of the participants called to tell me that she had a boil to burst on her chest, a little tiny boil, and she just wasn't sure what to do. So kind of triaged that. And then, well, not really a bull. I think she's referred to it as a keloid. So a keloid boy are kind of, you know, in the same family. And I'm trying to remember what the other one was to let me know that one of the participants that was in a nursing home, that they had fallen out of the bed, but they had not been injured. So, yeah. So that's kind of what I've had so far. Knock on wood, so far today, Christmas, I've not gotten any calls. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to kind of update you on that, because like I did mention earlier that I was going to be on call for Christmas week. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I'm still not seeing anything that's open, so I'm hoping that the grocery store is open. I know sometimes they close early on Christmas Day if they do open. So I'm hoping that at least I can catch them before they close, or otherwise we're in trouble today. So yeah, so I'll come back on here in a little bit and I'll let you guys know whether or not I'm able to get some groceries. Okay, so I'll see you in a little bit. What you hiding, Zeus? Hey, Zeus. It's a video.
Oh, man, look, she done got us, Zeus. You think we say cheese, say hey, say Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas. Gotta look up.
Tell them leave you alone, Zeus. Zeus, come here. Hi guys, so we have made it back to the house. We ate at Steak and Shake. That was the only thing that was open, so we ate there. And yeah, so now as you can tell, I've already got myself prepared to chill. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was short, but yeah, I will talk to you guys maybe tomorrow. Okay, bye. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever. Bye.